Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while.
The PowerPoints I have is for the league stuff, so I do want to start talking about the format, tournament recaps. Just go with some quick rules real quick, about a few minutes of that. The introductions, of course, and stuff. I mean, I know people are going to be hard to watch this intro without the music behind it, but they got to suck it up. They can hear it on the outro. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It looks like we're about to get started here.
Yep.
All right, well, I know we got a couple of views. At least that were YouTube.
Yo.
Are they lying to me? So, what's up? Team Buckeye?
Towards us.
Huh? Oh, let me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That right. They can't see my screen yet, so I can move that over there. So, yeah. I guess we'll start off with introduction like normal. So, David, D-Rob in the Discord. One of the judges for this, and then I'll let the other two introduce themselves like normal. Don't push yourself over again there.
This is Earl, aka Zombie Earl. That's it.
And it's Roland from the Resource Row, Shadow of the Bat on Discord.
Cool. So, if y'all here, we just gonna go over we're gonna recap season 4 of the Buckeye League. We're gonna look over the draft results. We're gonna just scan over the rules briefly, and then we're gonna go player by player and talk about what we think they've done. Look at the records. We first of all appreciate everybody who do this, and then this is just a little bit something we give back. So player can kind of hear what we think. Just I think players like input, and if you don't, you may be in the wrong place, but here we are. But first we're gonna start off.
They don't have to watch.
Right. They don't have to watch. Right. But before we get started with the overview, we are going to talk about the upcoming tournament or Format Madness tournament. I'm really not a big fan of that name, but I couldn't keep calling it March Madness because, like I said, the expectation is too much. Just like people expect April Fools to be in April. But so maybe whoever win the tournament, we'll let them name it for next season or next year, I should say. That way, it take a little bit of pressure off of me, so we don't have to keep calling it Format Madness. But so yeah. But right now,
But what if you win, Dave?
Then I could come up with a cool name. See, I don't have to name it as a judge and feel I could just go all out.
Oh, all right.
But
Now you're just coming off as lazy. You need to present this as a great honor.
Right, and when I win, I will.
Oh, okay, okay.
Really, I'm putting it out there more for formality because I am going to win it. But you want people to feel like they have a chance.
I know you. You're going to play Silver Surfer, and you're going to crash in the first round.
Well, it's a double elimination, so.
Right.
Second round. Well, he don't learn his lesson.
But you don't know. Maybe first round I pick my spot next to some scrub like you or something, and try to get that easy win in first round. Get my little practice game on.
Ooh, that is an excellent plan.
Oh man.
But before we get into somewhat trash talking, yeah. So right now we're up to 20 people, which that's a good number. So we're at least gonna have 3 of each formats. We're going to be using the 32-player bracket, so it's going to look a lot bigger. The draft is still set for Tuesday, March 22nd, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said, you'll be drafting 2 things. You'll be drafting one of the 9 formats we're running in this event, and you'll be drafting your spot in the bracket. So if you could draft them in any order. So if you want to make sure you get your spot in the bracket, you get the letter you want. Go get that first. But if you want to just wait to see where people, put themselves, then you could find the matchup you like the best, like I may do. So go over a little bit of rule. So for some of the home run rules, just want to go over that. So we kind of know like when the power, like the character appear and stuff. So if the power is used at any point in the game, that considered using it the home run power. So like for Langley, for example, if you discard him, that's still using his power. Other thing, there won't be any. So for the people who've been in our Buckeye League, you won't be able to use your tokens to get any bonus in this draft. Everything gonna be what you see, the order you at. That way you're gonna stick at. That way you're gonna pick at. Won't be no trading. Won't be no trading tokens, stuff like that we normally do in the normal league play. Yeah, I think that's just of it. I ain't got no notes. Shame on me, but here we are. Anybody else want to miss anything about that event?
Yep. Well, Dave and I are playing in this event, so you guys will either have some easy wins or losses, bad, terrible losses.
I mean, sometimes we like to have some fun. Sometimes we don't. Maybe we'll take that.
The
Jason,
sharks are coming out.
or we could take that Jason approach. Play fun at first and then turn to a killer later on.
Oh, that's how he do.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be playing. This is the first time I think me or you had drafted any of this stuff, right, Earl? I mean, even though we still drafting at the very end, but we haven't.
Yeah.
We haven't had to be, have people picking around us. We usually just grab stuff left over at the end. So, but yeah, we sign up is open. Join whenever. Sign up gonna be open all the way up to 30 minutes before the draft, and then we'll go from there. But anything else anybody want to say about that before we go to the main overview of this?
Bring your A game. Bring your A game.
All right, so
And by A, he means A Force. A Force. Bring your A Force game.
Exactly. They will mess people up.
So yeah, so here we are again. So real quick, build an arc. We're still in the format. There's still a regional coming up. Some of us listening, some of us even doing this video are going to be playing in that. So real quick, this event go all the way up to March 31st. Started back in beginning of the year. So you select one big box, two small boxes, get some basic locations, wow from characters in your deck, and you build a deck. I mean, pretty straightforward. I haven't really seen anybody mess it up or had any issue with deck building, at least in the league, or anything. It's one of the more straightforward formats compared to like Deep Six.
Everything's straightforward compared to Deep Six. That was the hardest format to build for.
I think most people played in there played an illegal deck at some point. And I could admit to being that person.
But the rules were so clear.
Well, I mean, there was some rules we didn't even have, like with the Vincent Power. I mean, the Vincent Power wasn't updated, so people were still playing with the machine and stuff for Frank Drake when you shouldn't have had.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't even have had him in your deck because you couldn't run the inventions. So thus you couldn't run the inventor.
Yep.
But that's a whole different topic for a different day. But straightforward. So moving right along. I didn't see y'all the slide this time, so y'all got to guess what's going to come up. So this is the original draft result. So we had 18 total players. So we had 16 people at the actual draft. And then Bert jumped on afterwards. So he made his 3 picks after the 16 made their picks and a few extra picks. And then Patrick came like 2 days later and made his 3 picks. But and like I said, they in order by how we ranked them. So just looking at what got drafted, what didn't drafted, what surprise do you see either with the knowledge you have now or the knowledge you had then at the time of the draft?
I'm surprised with how many of the newer sets that were left on the table by the end of the draft.
Right.
Like nobody wanted Venom or Carnage or
right, because Patrick
a lot more.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I said Patrick drafted both of them, and he drafted after everybody else had drafted.
Yeah,
And he got both
yeah.
of those Lethal Protector and Maximum Carnage.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he felt so good about those two, he chose to take A-Force at his 200 card box. So basically, he took that for one card.
Black Cat?
No. With all that counting generations, yeah, I think Megan wanted a piece of that. So, so from the two, let's look at the 200 card box. So Legacy was the highest one we had that did not get drafted twice. I think that's a really good set. I'm surprised that only one person even jumped on that at the initial draft.
Yeah, me too.
What super surprised me is Buffy went before MCU Battles. Buffy went early. I know I don't have like when they got drafted, but Buffy was in the first round of 2 boxes.
Yeah, I know that was a Mr. Ben pick, and then Osh. Yeah, they were both hard on for some Buffy.
The only one that didn't get drafted with Alien Battle was also a super surprise for me. I mean, it's not the greatest box, but it does support some characters.
It's got a lot of fun stuff in it.
Yeah, yeah. Power load. I mean, good equipment. I mean, the Utopia Battle that 2 of them went. That also surprised me. We had that at the bottom.
I like Utopia Battles. I know you guys weren't big on it, but there's some good cards in there.
Yeah, they got, like I said, they got some good support characters. I just feel like boxes do a better. I mean, I don't know how A-Force got that high. I mean, thinking back to past me, I think I was the one who had that high. Like, man, Defenders, I was surprised that didn't get drafted till Burt showed up at the end.
And that is a solid box too.
Right. I mean, a lot of the characters are power creeped out, but the plot twists are awesome. They will always be good. Over to the 55 card boxes. Let me make sure I'm monitoring this chat as well, just in case people are talking.
I got it up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I see Vern in here. Wolfpack. I guess that Jeremy. Jeremy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. And of course you in there. Type in, getting the numbers up. You know, you got to pad the stats sometime. But So for the 55 card box, I mean, it looks like the bottom half. I think we did pretty good with our rankings on this. Looking at how people drafted.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the bottom 4. I don't think nobody took them at any point, even accidentally. I think Crossover 2 got picked up at some point during the season. Omegas, like I said, we knew it could got picked, but you were only getting one card out of that no matter what you pick. But I think he even played a team grade. Ralph played a team grade MC, so I think that would actually hit extra pick, because I think 4 or 5 people got an extra third 55 card box, even though they couldn't play 355 card. They had choices when they did their matchups.
Mm-hmm.
But Spider-Verse, that was one of the early ones that didn't get taken. And Masters of Evil, I mean, I guess maybe I had Out of Time too high on my list.
I still feel bad for Jason. He went Masters of Evil, clearly wanted Shield versus Hydra, and when that got snatched away from him, I felt the frustration.
No, don't feel too bad for him. He's one of the co-champions.
Right. I mean, Predator still. I'm gonna tell you, Jason probably wanted that, but he had a backup plan. I think he had a backup plan to the backup plan. But like I said, we'll talk more about the play when we get to the different one. But everything else, I mean, Resistance. I thought Rogue would be high. Yeah. But I guess that explains why Alien Battle didn't go, because Rogue was one of the people. Thunderbolt, that's one of the newest sets. I know Miss Marvel's in there. Yeah, that's the biggest MC support. Ragnarok, of course, is a. But I mean, besides that, I mean, I think we got right. I mean, what got drafted, we expected for the most part. I would say ranking wise, I think we did have MCU battle a little high. I mean, even I built a lot of photo decks, and I certainly go to MCU battles as my big box. I go with either one of the other two a lot of
Oh yeah.
times.
I mean,
Well, I don't know. I feel like X Files is just so good as a
Right,
box that
right.
by itself,
Well, but I right now I would put Buffy over MCU battles if we did the rankings again.
I could see it. There's some. Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, because I guess the other reason is because you get so much MCU stuff in a smaller box because that's all you could get in a smaller
Right.
box. So it kind of changed your pace. It throws the change up into your deck. Where if you have all MCU stuff, it's a little more straightforward. But yeah. So that where we at. People still here, so I guess they want to hear what we gotta say about them or what they gotta say about themselves. So I put them in order by ranks. So as you see, I got the boxes they ended the season with on the pictures, and people you'll see when people who got used the supplemental draft and what happened and so forth. So we start with the mix, who's still the top guy. I mean, since he's been in the league, he's been a top ranked person. He gained 7 more points here, so you see the +7. So that's the difference they had since their ranking at the time of the draft. At the time of the draft. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but I don't see the slides at all. I
Oh,
just
it's
see the
just
first slide.
transition.
Huh? Okay.
I just see the first slide.
Okay, let me go back. Do you see anything changing?
I see your mouse moving.
You see my mouse? Okay, let me go to Discord. So there you go. Everybody gonna see my screen. Yeah. So let me.
There is a bit of a delay on
Okay.
the YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I know. But he just looking from the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
so the Discord. I mean, the only thing y'all should be seeing the PowerPoint. Y'all don't like see the rest of my screen and stuff. So do you see it now?
Right.
Do you see
Right.
You see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think I see what happened because I had to
Oh.
when I went to slide view, it looked like I just closed it out. Someone had opened. When I went to slide view, I think it didn't pick up that I'm in. Okay, so from the beginning. Okay, so then let me just cut this off and put it back on. Hopefully I don't F this up. Oh yeah, slideshow. There we go. PowerPoint slideshow. There we go. Okay, so now you should be seeing a slideshow. So it had you hooked up to like the
Right.
regular. Now you see me changing it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Good.
when we talking about the MC pool, you didn't have no idea. You were just going along,
I was
huh? You were
just along for the ride.
So now seeing the list, do you want to say anything before we move forward with the players?
No, we can go forward
Okay.
for players.
All right, so starting with Mix, like I said, he's a top guy right now in our league. I mean, as of right now, we made it for him. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a man. I mean, he didn't play season 1. We only had 9 in season 1, but since he came in season 2, he right there. He even changed his name to Turl Ferguson. Like you bad when you have some crazy name, just changed it. So, but like I said, you can see his 3 picks. So he started out with the MCU, not Civil War, sorry, Civil War crossover. So he had the back-to-back pick being the top guy, and then Galactic Guardians. The sleeper is in there, the napper as people call him.
Mm-hmm.
4-2. So let's look at his matchup and kind of see if we Warlock against Wasp. So I mean, if you go long with Warlock, you plan on losing. And Wasp want to go long.
Yeah.
So I mean that expected Iron Man that the pro res type against the Master. I haven't seen no great Master build, so I guess that's what I would expect from that matchup. Warlock against Outriders. I mean, I guess outright is only so good until Dark Fiends come down and call keywords, and then it's just one of them.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you have no answers to flipping them up, that will pretty much what happened with Warlock and Outright. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he lost to. So his first loss of the season went to Patrick Venom. Yeah, I mean Venom is always going to be a problem. I mean he slowly trying to be up there towards the top set of MCs.
I think he's
Yeah,
actually gotten stronger outside of second chance format, because in second chance format, I think everyone was packing counter hate.
Right.
And when you get into a wider variety of strategies, I think the counter hate slows down and it makes him a little bit more viable.
That is a great point. I mean,
and lethal.
I'm sure Miss was prepared because Patrick did play Venom every week, so he probably had the accords and stuff. But if he's still not hitting what he need, Venom will eat you up. And then he did beat Jason. He did beat the co-champ, so that I'm guessing that Jason only lost. But I think Jason recapped that, talk about he missed a lot of his location and stuff. So I mean, you need a Crimson Crowd with the low defense. You don't need a perfect hand, but you need a good hand. And Iron Man could still, and then that his yellow power on level 2 probably would hinder Crimson Cow, because you probably use Crimson Cow to try to hit the MC as much as you can because his attack is so high.
Yeah.
And then finally he lost to Jamal Luke Cage, defender type. And I think Jamal had
That Luke Cage. Ooh.
Yeah,
he no joke.
Yeah, he had all the Iron Fists. With the supplemental jab and everything, he ended up with all the Iron Fists. So
I don't know if I've ever talked about how good I think Spider Friend's Iron Fist is, but
you never brought that up in conversation. Did I ever tell you I really like photo decks? Did I ever bring that up in conversation? but Luke Cage did get. But like I said, Iron Fist do got a little slow start, so that probably played in the Luke Cage favor because he didn't have to use none of his early greens. So, but 4-2, his overall record 26-11. He got tokens to spend. I mean, I don't know. He's saying them for a rainy day.
He's waiting for us to offer a 50 token prize. Maybe.
Like I said, people gonna keep holding this token, and house is gonna keep burning down. They're gonna be disappointed. But then he was the season 2 co-champ, so he haven't won anything for at least while he been a ranked player in a while. But he been known to been running up in a lot of things. But great players. Let's move along. Patrick. Now this is one of our co-champ. His second event win, he won the Community Day Championship. So he would Venom all day. So you see his boxing for week 4. I think he switched out to Shield versus Hydra. Then week 6, he went back to A-Force.
Yeah. We just talked about Venom.
Right. We just talked about Venom. And then like I said, A-Force. Like I said, just the counter generation. So I mean, just looking at his matchups, Luke Cage, probably had no answer for counter hate, and Luke Cage don't want to see people get big at all anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, Jason's talking about his match against Iron Man. He said that he got devastated. I think that's the word he used. No, he said that was a close match. Iron Man devastated. Oh, he must be talking about each match, but with the delay. By the time I see it, but. So but let's go back to Patrick's here. So Venom, like I said, Bert had no answer for probably the counter with Luke Cage, and I think the way he had Luke Cage deck set up, it wasn't the best look. Like I said, he came huh?
Yeah, I don't think he had the Spider-Verse or Spider-Friend.
No,
yeah,
he had the New Defenders, and he had the Mystic Arts. And then he had
Mystic Arts.
And then he had the new Avengers, Cosmic Avengers. Is that what they call? So yeah, so he only had the one Iron Fist, right? Um, Venom against Outriders. I mean, I guess that what you expect. I mean,
Yeah, if he can't get our name is Venom at least 4
right,
times in the first 2 rounds, they're
right.
just gonna.
And then Grandmaster, I'm guessing John had Grandmaster, but we'll see once we get to his list. Um, but the rest of the way he played Death, I mean, Death don't have no counter hate because she trying to avoid counter hates too. Well,
Yep.
well, just turn off her power, but yeah, that when he switched up to Shield versus Hydra, but still with Iron Man. Like I said, Venom is just so good. Dark Beast, I would have been interested to see that deck built for the
Oh
Dark
yeah.
Beast. John Senior type. Um, and then his last week, the win he needed for the Coke Championship. He got Rogue. I mean, that I'm pretty sure that was that game got recorded. I didn't get to watch it, but did y'all watch that stream? I still record that one and live stream it with commentary.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
did not
think
get
I
to
watched
see
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Vern was having some internet problems, so
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Okay. Yeah, I
didn't get all the way through it.
I was in the car at some points going somewhere, and then yeah, I think I flipped it to it for a couple seconds. And we're hearing that, but yeah, but I can see Venom again big, and I mean, he had people with guns too later on. So, but yeah, plus 62 points, so he definitely moved up the chart. I mean, we talking about
Oh
him
yeah.
second, so. But he got 2 wins, 5-1, 7-6. So like I said, not a great season last year, but he made up the difference this year. And then 16-7 overall, so still good record, good player. Moving along. So now we at Vern. So he one of the one who
Vernaciously.
he drafted the extra resistance box, and so his original draft for basically the Fantastic Arc, and he stuck with the resistance,
Yep.
and he stuck with that all the way to week 6, where he just dropped those 3, and then got 3 new boxes. Looked like he went with a rogue approach, but week by week matchup. Well, he gained 29 points on the rankings, so number 3, moving right on up. So he started with a
Also had the
huh?
he also had the Patreon tournament win,
Oh
which
yeah,
is
yeah. We got that noted down here. The Patriots. So that was his first event win since
for build phase.
yeah for So that's his first event win since we like said. So basically, for people to once we started the Buckeye League was at the community day with the first event. We tried to keep track of all the wins that we put into our stats. So like the ladies night and what in the draft that midwinter, we didn't put those into our stats. So the people who won those, we can't get the we didn't get the information together with that new. We didn't write it down like we probably should have or got the information we needed. So, but we were able to get the big team battle and of course the main event. So we'll see the winner of those get credit. But every event since then, we're trying to get the winner so we can keep track of what they winning. But going forward with the matchup, so round 1, Analysis against Death. I mean, I guess he goes second. That's probably not a good look. So I guess Analysis he got a gun, so I guess he can shoot, but he won't be able to stun. But
Yeah, so that's just.
So I'm guessing he got behind. And Death, like I said, if Death get big and you have no answer for her, then you're probably gonna lose.
Yeah, she can really curb stomp.
The Wizards against Valkyrie. Wasn't that game recorded?
I hate Valkyrie.
That was, of course, photo type. I think the photo Valkyrie was the only one played. There were a lot of Valkyrie played in this event, but I think she could finish the job on Wizard if he's not getting what he needed. Or even if he does, if he misses one time, can't defend himself. He dead.
Yeah.
Human Torso, like I said, after 2 losses, Vernon, and he not a happy. He's grumpy after 2 losses, so you were gonna change gears. So he broke out Human Torso, fellow teammate, on his fellow teammate. So he had no president. He didn't care who he was playing next.
He flamed on.
So Vern said he lost that game because the first game was Super Giant that cost him the game. So he probably not
Oh,
only
yeah, that'll
lost,
do it.
yeah. So he probably had a plan, so it probably messed up his plan as well. So that yeah. Well, he said that would do it. So yeah, Super Giant. It's boy, she wasn't a bad box. I mean, I guess you get the gym, but
Yeah, if she was in a better box, I
right,
would. Oh, I love Super Giant.
right. So Human Torch against Pro Red Spider Man. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could. Either one of those could take the win, but if Torch get big, what can Spider Man do?
Not
Um.
even the butt
Nothing really.
kicking button.
So and then I think this is when Vern went on his Galactus kicked. I mean, I know he almost played him at midwinter, but he made up for lost time with his Patreon tournament win, and then a couple weeks here. He probably used,
I've
he,
been
he probably used the
I've been
same
on the
deck,
receiving.
right? Me too. So that's how I know he. So I mean, he had the same boxes he could use in the Patreon tournament. So he probably just built this deck and like, I like this. I really like
Yep.
this. I still like it. I think Galactus could beat Cap. That would be burn switch to the MCU box, and Burt got a little love for Cap, but Galactus not what we wanted to see. And then Galactus against Outriders. That would get with PJ. I mean, Galactus got game against Outriders. Like I said, if you're not playing pretty flawlessly, Vern loved taking down Outriders.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's his
right,
mission.
right, and then but so he won the 3, and then he like I said lost the last one to our Vince Cold champ with the Rogue Venom, what we talked about. So but yeah, 3-3 this season. Buckeye record 11-11. So he missed the 500 for the Buckeye season, but 30-21. That's 51 ranked games. So I mean, once you get up to you're the ranked person, Earl. Once you get up to 51 game, your rank is pretty much who you are, right?
Well, it can move. It still moves just the same amount, no matter how many games you have. But I think over 50 games should have you a pretty good. That should be a pretty good idea of what your rank should be pretty accurate.
Right. Yeah, obviously, you're going to fluctuate here and there, but you're going to eventually end up probably. Because once you get up into the 11s, you're usually a great player, huh? That probably be more of the great section than 11. That top tier, like if you see this guy, so the 3 people in the other 2 saw, if you see those in the street, you better bring your A game, or you're gonna get ran over. Plain and simple.
If you get up to 11, that's pretty good. It's pretty hard to maintain that too, because the higher you are, the easier it is to come down, and the harder it is to go up.
Right. And when you're not dictating your matchup, if you get caught slipping over either one of these new people with a lower rank, so like I said, that just let us know how much better Mitch is. The fact that he's been on top the whole time, and people probably bring their A game for him. But let's move along. We had talked about them 3 long enough. Now, right below the 11th, we got a first season player, John Phillips, Jr. type. He decided he was going to play Outrider, so he was going to play Outriders. So the first game, Cape Pride, yeah. You want to talk about that, Roland?
Not really.
Okay. But yeah, we can see the boxes he had. He stuck with his boxes. He gained 26 rank points from the draft, but yeah, I mean, but I guess it's what you expect from Outriders. And he had villains in the MCU box, so I mean that's the Eagles. The hell is the Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
Right. Did you end up leveling that game, Roland? Did he let you level, or did you even get to level that game if you remember?
I did level. Yeah, I had Ghost out on turn 3, but I mean that's all I did.
Oh, that's right. Because you can't stun yourself against Outrider. That's right.
Yep.
They'll hit you on their turn, and you have nobody to stun into. Yeah.
There were several. I didn't get any of my cool plot twists. That would have been fun. Or I think I did play one shit happens, but I think he played a I thought you would be glad to see me, and
Oh,
I can tell you, I was not glad to see you.
so I'm getting. He already had counters. Yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah, counters, and it was just, yeah, it was a bloodbath.
So when you built the deck, did you build it thinking you were gonna play Outriders, or did you just
No,
kind of
I knew I was.
okay?
I mean,
Oh yeah.
someone picked Space and Time as their first box. You know what's coming. You know what's coming.
Odin.
Who he?
Okay.
Who he?
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So yeah, pick six. Then he went against Venom, so he was on the road. But then he ran into the Napper, and I'm pretty sure
The Napper Snapper.
Dark Phoenix came down. What the
Like
Mister
a wrecking ball.
right? And if she called keywords, he go to one Outrider. Um, and then I think he did record that match against Osh with Ghost. They recorded that game. I don't think Osh Osh didn't get anything he needed. He lost, and every time he flipped the blue, he lost almost every flip. It just didn't go good for him. It went long because John kept. Actually, I think they end up Osh ended up scooping, but John was just looking for another range person. Like he was down to one health with a few counters on him. So I did watch that game. Um, Outriders against Monster Bark Creature. I'm pretty sure that was a good matchup.
8 MCs in one game.
Right.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Right. Being able to hide. But like I said, anything against Outrider, you either need them to draw really bad or you need to draw really great. I mean, in the even matchup, I mean, you just need something to go your way against Outriders. And then I think Jason had the Outrider number this tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he had I guess I'm guessing the Whirlwind combo was he made a post on for the Bill Phase website. Because you gotta assume Dutch is not gonna level. Well, he could play.
Yeah.
Well, if you got a lot of reds.
Right, but then
Yeah, if you got red,
but who you gonna attack with early game? If you got reds, you ain't gonna send one Outrider to get stunned.
Well, right, but then if you're not getting
Right.
the early wound,
Right,
then you only have 3 wounds on your MCs.
right, and then
so,
minigun.
and Dutch is just going to continue to plink,
Right.
plink, plink away at him.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, he do got range, so yeah, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so what season 1, 4, and 2, he was on the winning team for the mega team battle, so we got a few of the mega team battles played here. He hosting the next regional. Well, I don't know if he hosting it, but it's his game store, and he like he the point man. I guess I would call him the point man for that event. I'll see him down there because I'll be down there, and yeah, I think he already signed up. He did sign up for the next event as well, so the tournament. So I think everybody but Patrick so far that we went through has signed up for the tournament for the Format Madness. So we got some good players in there. Okay, so Jason McPine, Dust did not level in my game against John. I had Whirlwind up front and 2 miniguns in the back.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I can hear
Right.
2 miniguns firing off and the screams of the Outriders. Thank you, Jason. You made my night.
No, he probably visualized that. He probably got screenshots of that. Can you send us over a screenshot, Jason? You probably like, oh man, I gotta show this to my friends. But moving along. Okay, Bert. He lost 5 points, but like I said, he had a good mid-winner ranking, so he didn't really hurt that much. So he started off with like we talked about earlier. He started off with Defender, Mystic, Orphan, Cosmic Avengers. And then in a bold move, he jumped in the supplemental draft and only dropped 2 of them and got 2 photo boxes. So when he was building his photo deck, he was only using 2 boxes because he kept Cosmic Avengers the whole time. And then in week 5, he jumped on the Alien Battle and Thunderbolt. And once I seen that, we already knew who he would get at that point. But let's go through the matchups. We talked about Luke Cage and Venom. Iron Fist against Pro Red Spider-Man. That's a W.
That's surprising.
I was gonna say that. That's what I thought too, but I wanted to get your opinion. Yeah, like you
Well,
said,
he talked about it
yeah, he
in
did.
his
Right, he
latest
did.
episode of New York Minute.
Right, yeah, he did that. Right, but I said I thought I heard some talking about that. So yeah, but but like I said, I have played Bert a lot. I mean, he finds his way out in impossible situations a lot.
He does.
I mean, it's like I got you dead to right. Oh, you think so? That when you played him the first time,
Table
that's how you
flip.
feel. So slowly afterward, you just assume like, oh man, he still got cards in his hand. He might win this game.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was a comeback kid at one time or something like that. Or the people,
Yeah, that does
he been
sound
a couple.
familiar.
He been a couple things. He been a couple. He go by a lot of different names. He up there with Vern with the different names. But so then we talked about did we talk about the Iron Man?
Ooh,
No.
Vern throwing shade at Ralph.
But so then we got Iron Man and Valkyrie. We haven't talked about because we haven't talked about Ice yet. So he lost to Valkyrie. He already know yeah because this is a photo Iron Man. Yeah, he talked about this. He didn't get the colors right.
Yeah.
Captain against Galactus. I mean, we talked about that. And then he like, you know what? Stress this. Bring out Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel in the alien box, right?
Yes.
Grab those blues and start blasting.
With Cosmic Avengers on the back end. So
I mean, that is kind of gorgeous, really.
let me go get a power loader for Miss Marvel. You don't need that gun anymore. Go give your gun a break. We're gonna put you into this brand new power loader.
Oh, and I thought Rogue with power loader was bad.
So he got the Deadpool. That was the Mercs for Money Deadpool, and then Quake. Like I said, he talked about all this. Check out the New York Minute. I mean, we have people who record and podcast, so that always make our job easier. Getting the word out there for free advertisement and stuff. But yeah, 3-3 for the season. Respectable. 11-5 overall. I know
especially for slinking in at the last minute.
Right, yeah. He made his pick after everybody else. Him and Patrick. Patrick would be a co-champ. He made all his pick after everybody. I mean, just imagine what they could.
Even after Bert.
Huh?
Patrick even picked after Bert.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Also.
Right. But so but I think Bert taking a break. He got schooling and stuff, so he don't want to be too committed. Understandable. Moving along, and here we are at Oz. So I start with see the boxes he got. He had Friendly Neighborhood, but he did not want that. So at the draft, I think he was going to a movie. He had to step away or something. He like, man, just give me the next available photo box with a Friendly Neighborhood. I tried to text him, but I guess he was already at his destination. So I went ahead and grabbed it because it was next on the ranking. Immediately when he got back, he like, oh no, I didn't want that one. But so he went one game. He went with Mayor Wilkinson against Pro Regs.
Poor Ralph.
Right.
Poor Ralph and Spidey.
Yeah. Every time we come across Ralph, it's the same MC. Like, man, you doing the same thing. You run your head against that wall and getting the same result. Change the pace. Throw a curveball or something, man. But we'll eventually get to him, but apparently he had dropped off. Then we have the Master, like I said, against Miss. Like
against the Master.
Right. I mean, the Master, I know he got a little bit of game, but I don't think you bring the Master to a game with Mitch.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but moving right along, then he went to Valkyrie. That's who he probably should have bought against Miss, but here we are against Bert with his 2 photo sets. So we heard that from Bert himself how that went. Then Ghost against Outrider, we talked about that. Like I said, he wasn't drawing well. And like I said, the game was long. I watched it. It was about 2 hours. It felt
I
every
think they
bit.
played. Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
If every bit 2 hours, and then he eventually scooped because the wife was saying dinner was ready. Yeah, or the girl, whoever he stayed with said dinner was ready. He like, you know what? Because basically, Ghost, John was waiting for another gun. Like he didn't. Ghost had counters on her, and
Uh,
Khan was waiting for like another Winter Soldier, something with a gun. So then Valkyrie against Luke Cage. I guess the partners in crime were able to get to her before she got to them. And then Roland, do you want to speak on this game?
So I saw he had been doing a lot of Valkyrie, and I was like, "Ooh, here's a 2 MC combo where if he kills 1 MC with Valkyrie, I might still be able to." Nope, I did not get to go first. He was able to life on the Hellmouth and stun Cloak turn 1, and I just could not recover from then on. He went and flew back and one hit KO'd poor Dagger, and then by that point, Dagger was on his last legs. I was like, you know what, you got me. I, I almost ate my cards. I was
So
so mad.
so
I,
did you say you got me at the end of the game or before y'all start playing? Just wondering, asking for a friend.
It was right when I missed the die roll by 1.
I've actually played this matchup quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And when you're Cloak and Dagger, you're like, oh, I got 2 MCs. I don't know. I don't know what about it, but Valkyrie just, I don't know if it's 4 attack against Cloak's 5 defense, but I don't know that I ever won that in Texas.
So
Like I said, I didn't see any other way for him to really have early games, so I thought I would have time to kind of build up.
No.
Now you don't have time to build up.
you should have phoned a friend on that one, like, hey, Earl, you think I should take Coke and Dagger against Valkyrie? And he probably would have responded, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Shaking your head,
Definitely.
sending memes, shaking your head. No.
So, sorry,
Well,
I withheld that information from you, Roland.
so once we get to my
Right.
my
Right.
screenshot, we'll talk a little bit
Okay.
more about me.
Okay, but so speaking of the so like I said, yeah, we talked about he got rid of friendly neighborhood fireman week 1. One of the games he won, but he went 500, 11-7. He was the Bill Faye's season 9 champ. Bill Faye's coming out with a new event. They putting out pictures of random people. I guess you gotta do a puzzle and escape the escape room to play in the tournament. I don't know what they going for, but I'm in it either way. That's the sad part. I'm in it regardless.
Same.
Wow. If you can solve the puzzle.
Right, and escape. Right, and get out the escape room.
Oh, you guys haven't figured it out yet?
Right. Uh,
Maybe you guys need to phone me.
maybe later, but yeah, like I said, he was on the win team at Midway, but he got 42 tokens. I mean, like I said, he's another one of them token hoarders. But like I said,
I think what these guys are doing are like, let's see who can have the longest.
Well,
they into
and I think
our crummy little prizes.
and I think we got some cool draft stuff. So, like I said, I think we're gonna have to, up our draft. I got some new draft ideas I got run by y'all, but I'm gonna get them tokens. That's my goal. See, since I don't play in the league, my goal is to figure out what prizes I could offer to get these tokens. I got some ideas I'm gonna run by y'all for the next season.
All right.
Okay, but lost 5 points, but still right up there, 1050. That's that good player range. Good player range. Oh, Jason said he loved to hear.
Oh, Jason calling us out.
So I seen the picture. Because it got Judge Judy on it, right? Let's just take a intermission. This quick intermission. I think we at the halfway point. I'm calling it the halfway point. So we got Judge Judy, right?
That's clearly Mr. Ben.
it got the boss guy, right?
Who's the boss? Tony Danza.
Yeah, okay, and then it got a third person.
Who's the guy from Fantasy Island?
Okay.
Who also plays Khan in Star Trek: Wrath of Khan.
Oh man.
I love that movie.
Ricardo Montalban, right?
Such a cool name.
Okay, so
That's clearly Joe.
Okay, so what I'm gonna tell you what my guess is. I don't know what the picture mean, but just looking at 3 pictures and hearing Ben talk a lot, it's not gonna be one in the format where you get to pick. Like you got to build 3 decks, and you're gonna have to like pick one, either one. So one gonna be like Judge, one. It seems like it's gonna be a 3 deck type thing where your opponent and you gonna be able to manipulate each one of your decks. Now, what are they actually trying to say? I have no clue.
There's a boss in the middle, so clearly it's a boss battle event.
Okay, so you think it may be a boss or somebody messing me on? Let me see. It's anybody poor? Oh, that's Jason. He messing me. Okay, well, that's I'm getting some stuff already. Okay, that more so about me getting tokens. Okay, we'll get to that later.
Get them tokens.
So I think so if it's a boss battle thing, so you think that they'll get to pick like if it's a boss, what the judge represent then? So the boss is clearly for boss battle.
So one of the judges, which is going to be either Mr. Ben or Jason or Joe.
So then would the fancy island thing be like a domain?
Or a fantasy IP.
Ah. Do you think they?
I just really want to start yelling Kirk.
Mm.
That's all I got right now.
All right, so there's our Jason. There's our guesses, Jason. I don't know how close, how far we was. You may not never tell. You may be under NDA. I mean, me and Roland under NDA, so we know what that feel like. Like we know what sets is coming out. We know what the boxes are and stuff, but we can't say nothing. And I feel your pain. We can't even put pictures. We can't even put pictures out there or even hint at it. So good luck with that.
I'm gonna just say #awesome.
So moving right along. Look. Okay, so we done with the intermission. I think I even got me some token while that discussion went on. But let's move along. So Jamal, he went up 44 points, so he moving right on up. So I think he started off. So his original draft was Shield versus Hydra, Black Order, and Spider Friends. So it looked like he got a win with that. And then around week 2, he grabbed Crossover 2. For what reason, I don't know.
Man, is that a death versus death matchup?
Oh,
how did I miss that? That's awesome.
I do remember seeing that in the. Oh, that.
So just a quick off-topic point. Jason said we may find out this weekend. Hopefully this weekend, we may find out what's going on with the build phase. So, but now back to the thing. Let's talk week 1 because we haven't discussed week 1. Then we'll get to the week 2. So Quake against Venom. Are you surprised by this?
The Venom won? No, he won.
Quake
he beat
won.
Venom?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not unless that's a typo, but
yeah, if Quake can keep Venom in the back,
I guess he can't climb as much neither because he do need them climbs. So like
exactly.
if you got only one location, you open the hand, you play it, you climb once.
Bye-bye.
Right. So I guess I could see that he had Black Order behind that and Spider-Verse. So I mean he got some punches. He got the real Iron Fist, right?
And Sonic Gun. Venom don't like.
Right. Yeah, he got Sonic Gun, right. So I gotta say the Team X play. Most of the Team X play did a great job predicting their matches and being prepared for them. We'll talk about that when we get to that Scott Marcellus game because I watched that
the Batman of the versus community.
So and now let's talk about this death on death match. Boy, So Vern's talking about show some respect for a girl Quake. I mean Quake got game. We're not saying she don't. It's just Venom is still Venom. But so death on death. I mean, you would think they would need a scorekeeper to keep track of stats.
Oh man, I don't even want to know.
And you
I
know,
mean, it might be easier because they were both doing it.
right. I mean, and like I said, Super Giant all over the place. We haven't seen what John Cena type had in his deck to go with his deck. But he has shield, so he got some good equipment to grab with if you're doing the Black Order approach.
Yeah.
But yeah, look like
Yeah, if he could grab a nullifier, that would have
right.
been.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. So, but I guess you never prepare for a death to death match.
Yep.
But so he like, okay, that's cool. I lost to Death, but Death gonna get it next week. The answer to that question is no, no, it won't.
Yeah. And then he
Against
switches to
Venom
Luke Cage.
again.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then that, like I said, he going to the supplemental draft for week 4 because he dropped. Who did he drop? He dropped somebody for crossover 2. I didn't put it in the right order where I could see, but week 4 where you're like, you know what? We're going Luke Cage. We're gonna get Iron Fist. We're gonna get Iron Fist. We're gonna get Iron Fist. Like,
Have I ever told you how much I like Spider Friend's Iron Fist?
okay, so Jamar actually in the chat, he said he had a chance to play Nullifier and did it, and that cost him the game.
oh, yeah, that's harsh.
Maybe he was saving it for a rainy day. I mean, it just seemed like you said definitely like Cosmo Nullifier. That's the first thing you think as hard counter, but I guess he was trying to make sure you had enough attackers out there to finish the job on her. And Super Giant probably came out and like, you know what, that Nullifier you holding? Dropped everything week 4, yeah. So yeah, he dropped everything
right.
week 4, and like I said, he went with Iron Fist, and then he went with the greatest support character in the game, Iron Fist, Iron Fist, Iron Fist, Iron Fist, and Iron Fist. It's just
All the fists.
right. So and he did work. I mean, Luke Cage I think is real good. It's just that 6/6 stats on 2 just not that great nowadays, but I guess getting Iron Fist is still Iron Fist.
That new Iron Fist on turn 3 is really good.
Yeah. So I mean,
very good. And he did the math. I was surprised when he dropped a multiple man on turn 1, and that kind of messed me up a bit.
Oh yeah. You were the test dummy.
I was the test dummy, and boy did I.
I got this okay there. Let me take it. I'll get this Adam Warlock. But like I said, we're gonna talk about your deck and your choices that week because we already discussed it after the game. So we'll talk about that when we get there. But and then against Valkyrie, I mean, if Valkyrie can't get that level off quick, I guess he would be in trouble because he was going with the Buffy approach. So it's not like he had like the X-File combo with her.
Right. And I mean, you go in to do the kill and he plays, super senses. That throws off the map so hard.
Right. No. So, and finally, and he got mixed. I mean, like I said, if you gotta play mixed, you can't go in there with the master. You gotta bring somebody who could punch. And I hear Iron Fist know a little bit about punching. So
I like that card.
if y'all don't know, Earl liked Iron Fist. So 4-2.
There's another card in that box somebody else likes.
Captain America. Yeah, the Captain America type. Yeah. But
I love that card so much.
So he was our season 2 co-champ. He got 46 tokens. Like I said, I gotta get on my shop and I gotta get some tokens. With minimum shipping costs. That's also one of my goals in life too. Just want to make that clear to everybody. I don't mind shipping, but life is always better when you don't have to. Moving right along. Jason, our other co-champ, plus 62 points. He in the new draft bracket now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's the upper class of drafting, the middle class, the lower class, and then the Scott class.
Oh, you went there.
I think he wear that with pride though. If you talk to him, if I don't know talk to Scott about that. He like, oh man, guess what? I'm the first pick. Haha, yeah, yeah. Like, dude, you cheering
I
about the
think
wrong
he
thing,
lived for that.
right?
He lived for that.
He might throw games like, man, I'm getting close to winning this. What can I do? But no, but Jason, like I said, he is in the new tax drafting bracket, but he did with the mixture too. I mean, I like play who mix up. So like I said, I mean, he ran Crimson Crowd twice and Dust twice, and then like I said, mix it up. So start with Robin, Invisible Woman. Vernon laughing about Scott Class. But, so Crimson Cow against Invisible Woman. I guess.
Well, if he out of times, Invisible Woman can't hide people, so
right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, and like I said, that was wild first week. I mean, I think he made some changes because I know that game was on stream. That Osh got that.
well, I didn't watch it.
Osh YouTube channel got that, and there was some mistakes made, but he was so. Rob early on was big on the in good hands, and he was playing that over Lilith. We were like, man, Lilith's a bad player to have. So it took him like 3 weeks to figure it out. Like, you know what? You're right. Week 2, Ducks against Outright. I mean, Jason went Outright hunting this season.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he got them both.
Yeah, he got them both. Like I said, he was not looking. He was not.
Somebody reached the resource row.
So week 3, Harrigan against Valkyrie. I guess the doors does swing both ways.
I feel like there was a unfortunate misreading of Valkyrie.
Yeah, they did mention that, right. I forgot what they said. Yeah, if they would play,
and forgot she has Berserker, so I guess she was still in the hands of Priest.
Right, yeah, they were like, yes, I remember that, yes. So they both overlooked. I mean, in these events, like I said, where people stuff gonna get overlooked, I do it. I think everybody have done it, so it happens. As long as both players, accept it, then we move on. But like I said, this league about fun too, so it's a good time.
Nobody cares about you, PJ.
I had him down to 1 wound. That's something the non-outright player is supposed to say. The outright player. Yep. I never heard somebody playing outright, man. I have him down to 1 wound. Outright player, you either win. If you choose to be an outright player, you have 2 choices: win or lose. There's no I almost won with outrider. No. You don't get the option no more. You surrender that.
That's like saying, man, they survived my nuclear blast. Right. I almost had them.
So, no. Outriders can't
we love you, PJ.
Right. But then Mr. Black against Dormammu. Yeah, I guess.
That's an interesting matchup.
Right. I guess if you could get some counters with Mr. Black, you could get at Dormammu level early. But... I mean, like I said, I know me and Earl played Jason a lot before Midwinter. Like before, I mean, just leading up to Midwinter, we play a lot. We play a lot on but he played like a lot of minus counter deck, and then he went to Midwinter and played with the people after that. He's a whole different person. Like they broke him.
Oh man.
I mean, he still have a little bit of fun, but his fun is a lot different now. like his fun was before, let's go play with some kids at the park and have a good time. His fun now, like I want to skin a cat. Like, yo, dude, what happened?
He went hardcore.
Yeah, that man a killer now. I mean, and like I said, it's like I haven't played him in a while. I mean, it's like he stopped playing with me and Earl. Like, nah, y'all play for fun. I don't do that no more. I have outgrew y'all.
I haven't played him either in a while. Right. So I'm I'm terrified.
He responded that Midwinter did break him. He said he jammed a lot of location for Dormammu, but like I said, I haven't played him around, and I mean, man, I'm scared. I don't. I barely see him. Like we used to play all the time. Now it's like I can't even find him. Like, man, you are beneath me now. But I guess as a co-champ, you have that right. 5-1 co-champ. He got some token. I want to take token back, so we had a stalemate for that. But he actually already gave me some of his tokens, so I did look at my Discord message. But yeah, I mean, I think Jason always been a good deck builder, but he was building for fun. So I just think like there are people who want to play Dark Phoenix and be their killer, and then there's some that want to have fun like me. So he turned that corner. So I'm going to treat to see him at the next big event because, man, y'all better watch out.
Honestly, though, I will say it's not like he's.
He found he found a new game. Oh, this even worse. I thought he became a killer. He just don't love us enough no more. We decide now.
That hurts even more.
Elden Ring, but you know, we as long as he pop up here and there, we gotta love what we could get, right?
I mean, he's here with us now.
Right. So let's move right along. Ralph Cole, dropping 34 points. He used one of his extra picks. So he drafted Civil War Battle crossover. He had Secret Avenger originally, but he ended up dropping that for the Masters of Evil. And Omega, I mean, and he will pull Red Spider-Man every week but one. And I mean, what can you say? So let's go week by week. Yeah, like I said, we already talked about the loss to the mayor. Like, I guess if you had no answer for the mayor, what can you do? He's 30-30.
Yeah.
So he had 4 assists, so we don't even know. Well, I guess. Well, he had to be playing Omega crossover. I mean, so his late game had to be on point.
Yeah, Namor can almost sit there by himself.
But with crossover, you get Dark Phoenix, and with the Omegas, you get those.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just saying, just those 2 boxes alone. But Iron Fist, like I said, Bert talked about that. We talked about that. Vern, like I said, Vern was like say he took his 2 losses. He like this shit over.
And blame all.
And speaking, and then he found Scott. Like, man, I'm on the 3 games on the street. He's like, I need to pass go, get my $200 and go to one of the purple location, one of the cheap purple location, and found Jessica Jones. I mean, Scott wanted Jessica Jones to work so bad.
He did.
We'll talk about his match, like I said, a little more at the end of this presentation. He might be a post credit. But yeah, so Paul Red got win there. Then he went with Jean Grey against Iron Fist. I mean, I guess if the one drop could be up front, but I mean, I guess how many one drops do you have that even worth playing?
Prowler.
Yeah. Well, I guess you don't have as many for that you think you would need for a Jean Grey deck.
Yeah. That's true.
So I'm not saying quality. I'm talking about quantity.
Gotcha.
Because I don't think crossover don't got no really good ones. Master Evil, because you can only play through the boxes. So he had Omegas, he had Civil War. So I mean the other 2, but so like I say, if you couldn't get that one and Iron Fist is punching her with Iron Fist, I mean, I guess if you bleed it, you could kill it.
Yep.
And finally, he played Mr. Ben Valkyrie. I don't know what happened in that game, but I'm pretty sure Dark Phoenix was played.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So yeah, I mean, Ben, yeah, like I said, he started. I mean, I know the Bill Fay picture have a chat group where if you join the Bill Fay, it's a great chat. I mean, a lot of different topics come up. Some things you jump in, some things you don't know what the hell they're talking about, but it's in there. But yeah, after
It's
that, yeah,
mostly
huh?
it's mostly complaining about Dark Phoenix
Right?
right
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
So
Yes. It started after this game. This is the game that triggered it. Because with draft only 2 people had Dark Phoenix. So week 1 against Mix had Dark Phoenix, and then week
Well,
6 because
oh,
nobody else in between could have Dark Phoenix.
that's a welcome to the jungle, and
Right.
don't forget me on the
So
way out.
yeah. So and Vern jumped in on that discussion. Just to give my 2 cents, since I'm not a typer, but I'll say, I think Dark Phoenix is a lot more worrisome than Senator Kelly in my book. I mean, I don't like seeing either one of them, but you have to prepare for Dark Phoenix. I mean, you think about Kelly. I mean, that's just me though. So
I was looking at it more from the Outriders' perspective because she can, like you said, pop out and say bye-bye to
and I think
5 of them.
I think the other thing is Kelly. You have to build around him. Like that was one of his biggest issue with the second chance format. Like, yeah, if you had all the Sentinels that building around him, but you didn't have no defensive pumps and stuff, you don't build around Dark Phoenix. She's just coming to do her
I
thing.
got 2-3 extra
Right.
spots, and here we go.
Right. So that's just my 2 cents. Throwing it in, but I can see the frustration. But like I said, with this draft format, I mean, I can't be too sorry for Ben because they had crossover box. I mean, I guess some people don't have the time to look see what their opponent have, but in this case, you had the option to see what will come and at you.
Yeah, and if Valkyrie can get to you, that can be a quick game. But if she doesn't get what she needs,
right? But
yeah. Who ain't an aggro player? Somebody's not an aggro player.
I guess he's referring to me. I guess I'm the one who spoke. I guess I don't know what type of player. I guess I'm a not aggro player. But yeah. So Ralph dropped to 2-4. I mean, he was a season 1 champ. He got a Seal League championship. His record is pretty good. I mean, but he's falling to that that bottom 1,000 section. That way you kind of good, but you just need a good streak to get there. So we should eventually give category for each of the point sections.
well, in chess,
Oh,
if you get
go ahead.
if you get to 5,000 in chess, then you get to be a grandmaster. But
We're gonna need we're gonna need a lower that for verse, but we need to come up with something like that to give people title to put before their name.
yeah,
we may have to work on that, get some advice from the community, but let's move along because we at the hour 10 mark. If y'all still hanging around here, props to y'all. We just chilling. Mr. Benz talking about him. So he dropped 70 points after his championship.
he won last season, undefeated.
Yeah, that's why I say right. Yeah. But like I say, yeah. So like I say, I think like I say he saw Dark Phoenix. Is like I said, I think he won fun with Wass. Then he seen Dark Phoenix because Dark Phoenix would destroy Wass. And then like I said, he got a win against Vern. Like I said, that guy kicked Vern into motion, and then Jason, like I said, been on a tear. So like I said, now that we know he playing another game, he ain't got time for fun decks. Fun decks are for people who have time, not me. And then Rob Invisible Woman, they said that was a good game. I know Rob was talking about that, but and finally we just talked about the Dark Phoenix. So he ended up going 1-4. They couldn't get a game schedule, so him and James won. We couldn't get a game schedule, so we are working on a new system for season 5, where if you don't have your game scheduled by week, by Friday of that week, you could post into a category we'll add to the Discord, where if you can't get a schedule with your opponent, then one of the judges will jump in and play that person's deck for them, or we'll figure something out. We're still working out the fine tune, but we try and figure out something so we don't get, the instant messages on Sunday night or Saturday or even Monday, like, oh, I can't get a hold, I tried. And so if we could get ahead of it on Friday, we could at least kind of change things around. So everybody getting a game. I mean, Vernon in the chat right now, I know last season he missed out on like 2 or 3 games. So like I said, if you by Friday, if you know you're not getting tough for your opponent, either A, you post when your schedule is, your opponent can either not make it, and if not, then one of the judges will try to jump in. So you can still get your game in, and you can start pushing up your rank or dropping your rank.
Oh. Can we call that who played it better? Like, if you are playing somebody else's cards?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I ended up doing that this season. So I did play Roland this season. I jumped in for Scott, so I played one with his set that he drafted, because we don't want somebody who's been preparing for a few sets to have to change gear. We just think that's a little unfair. So, and me and Earl, who usually sit out these, we feel we're good enough to take any cards and at least build a competitive deck. I mean, at least I know I can. I'm not gonna speak on
not A4.
Well, you just build with the 255 card boxes, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm thinking we're going back to MCs after this, though. James, like I said, he the person. So 3 people have the same rank, and this is one of the 3 people who are at that 1004. So we talked about most of these games. When we get back, that's the other part when you're at the bottom of the rankings. We don't talk about you as much. We apologize for that. But this is how
we only talk about winners.
So we're still in the plus here.
Yeah. So like I said,
over 1,000.
Right. Yeah. We're still in a good place. And I said, not saying these are bad plays. It's just once it gets, the thing get going on. We talked about a lot of these games. So we talked about the Venom Quake game. We haven't talked about the Venom Iron Fist game yet. That Venom lost. We did talk about that. No, we did. Nope, we did not. So Iron Fist will ever take one from Venom. That would Burt Iron Fist that beat a Venom. So now Hanzo, David S. Hanzo Iron Fist beat a Venom as well. So apparently Venom don't like Iron Fist. Is that what I'm getting to here? That what I'm seeing?
Apparently not.
I guess so.
Deadpool got Harrigan.
Yeah, technically.
Okay. You want to wait till we get to you before you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Deadpool lost to Miss Marvel. I guess what can you expect? And then Venom got Jessica Jones again. Yeah. I mean, again, what can you?
Poor JJ.
But James, he was a Bill Phase 8 champ. I mean, he got. Did they give like a Matter of the Ring that year? I don't know. The Bill Phase be getting out some cool prizes. I wish I would big.
Oh
time.
Yeah.
I wish I would big time like them. We get stuff that we got laying around our room and stuff.
What? I get stuff from Bill Phase.
All right, you got.
We all know you ain't competitive, Earl.
No, he talking about the
Man.
bog. He talking about his 4 bogs that sign.
No. I got a bunch of. I got some signed Alex Krycheks. I got some. I got some of the Legion tokens from Bill Phase. I get lots of stuff.
Yeah,
from
those
them.
Legion tokens are sweet.
Yeah, I know. I went all and got them when they first came out, but okay. Now we at PJ. Up 42 points. He had a pretty good. Well, I guess with Outrider, you got no choice. you mad?
Big man in a suit of Outriders. Like Take that away, wouldn't you?
Right. But 3-3. So I guess as the Outrider play, I guess that way you fall. But yeah, he got Scott week 1. With that game, we recorded that game because that was played live. So I recorded that one. I forgot what happened.
That was at the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was a February event. Jason the Outrider Killer. He got Iron Fist, but like I said, he only got 2 fists. Outrider against Sentinel.
Hell, they don't fly and they don't have guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
maybe eventually, but right. Vern wasn't. Team Apex wasn't trying to hear the Outrider shit.
Oh.
So I mean,
3-3 is perfectly balanced, as all things should be,
right.
PJ.
Marcella get play-by-play of that beat in, but Alex Tricek, I mean, rolling the 1 out of 7 each time.
I watched that game.
Okay.
PJ, yeah. He I guess he really did want perfect balance.
So yeah, but he got an epic Luke win with this deck. So this past couple weeks ago in February event.
Yeah, he went 3-0.
But yeah, he got his 3. He built his deck. He played his deck. That was some people. Some people changed MC. Some people stick with what they got. But moving along.
I want my cards back, PJ.
John Phillips Senior type. So he got his 3 boxes. I mean, that was some good looking boxes right there. I mean,
yeah.
Utopia was a surprise, but I could see where it would work with these two. I mean, I think Future Past we had at one of the top, right behind the Space and Time. But he came out early with Death. Got Vern. Like I said, I guess Vern told us about the Super Giant play. Death on Death. Jamar mixing the not playing a nullifier. That nullifier, he probably lost it to a Super Giant if he held it for any time at all. Kate Pride against Dumamu. I guess we can kind of figure
I could see that being rough.
For Kate.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Dumamu in the air, so you can't really get killed unless you get an army out there. And then once she D-level, I mean, she don't run many locations because, yeah, that couldn't have been good. But and plus the Sentinel get removed from play when he uses power, so then the Sentinel's a lot weaker.
Yeah.
Sentinel against Outrider, we talked about that a little earlier. Like I said, yeah, they just, I mean, the support character is cool against that, but the MC, what can he do? Because he can't be in the back with the other one because they got to shoot the Outriders. And they can't be up front because they're too small and they'll get ferocious.
Right.
Nom.
Dark Beast, like I said, I played him in the Quarantine Cup 3v3.
Who did you beat round 6? Tell us who you beat in round 6 with Dark Beast.
Oh, God, Rob. Oh yeah,
that was Robert Goat.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, we just expected to beat the big 3. I mean, we knew we'd probably lose to everybody else, but we had a big 3 number.
Oh yeah.
They could be champs, but they're not gonna beat us. And finally, Def got robbed. So I mean, 3-3. I mean, this is his first time here in the table. Speaking of of Marcel, everywhere I go, I see your face on Sentinel and Kelly with Kate Pride. Yeah, that's pretty much that end of the day. Yeah,
that's GG.
Right. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
Sentinels do not like that card.
That would do it. Moving along. Hanzo David Santiago. He was Iron Fist the first 4 weeks, and then he switched over to Quake. He got a good mixture. Like I said, I think he wanted to play Iron Fist. It looked like, I mean, to get the Mamu round 1, like I said, if you don't have the location, what can you do? He got Venom with that's a good win to have under your belt.
Yeah.
Outright, just like I said, a large number. Invisible Woman, your Iron Fist can't hit nothing. Team Buckeye, you're the best thing for another great league. So Jason headed out. He said
he's probably got to play it.
Right. But he said he said he quote unquote back to fun decks.
Oh.
Well, we know what fun means to somebody who has tasted blood.
Right. And then finally, Quake. Yeah, we get into we're gonna wrap this up. We in Team Apex phase. Wait. Have you listened to Team Apex? So we're like, man, whatever they use, that this app about cut us off, man. We gotta go and wrap this up. Moving right along. But David, yeah, like I said, he was new last season. He jumped in. I mean, you still got to play. I mean, all these play in this league, you still got to at least bring your A game. You just can't be, well, not unless you're playing this guy, but everybody else, you got to bring your A game on. So, go ahead, take over for me, Roland. I'm taking a short break.
All right. So, yeah, round 1 against John Outriders. I was like, really? Are we serious? Okay, well, let's hit the ground running. So I did think, well, maybe Cape Pride, get me to Ghost on turn 3, and he can, of course, grab a minigun, and I can start mowing down some fools. Yeah, that did not work at all. Round 2, I was like, one of our Buckeyes got pretty good results with the Sentinel, so let me take that against Invisible Women, and that actually was pretty good for me. I always hate taking out a fellow Buckeye, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Harrigan, I really like Harrigan, and I played against James and Deadpool. Now, I should have asked this closer when I remember the details. I'm pretty sure that I made a strike that leveled me, but during the game, I think we ruled it as I got struck with my defense at level 1, so I still got wounded. So when Harrigan gets struck, but he strikes to level, do I still get the wound or do I still get stunned?
I would think you would get stunned because strike happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
would
we
level
did
up
play
after
that
the
right.
strike.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So y'all, you will strike simultaneously. So you will hit with your level 1 power because that's what you're
Mhm.
striking with, but he's striking your level 1 at well at the same time.
Okay. So we did play it correctly. I did have a moral quandary because I had 1 wound left on Harrigan, and he decided to pass. And I was like, "Are you sure you want to pass?" He thought I had 6 health. Harrigan only has 5 health. But I said, "Are you sure you want to pass? Because you pretty much have me." So he's like, "Oh, okay." Well, and then Deadpool shot Harrigan. Um, so that was that game. So I'm glad that we played that right because
Yeah.
that kind of ate at me after a while. I'm like, well, he won, but did I actually get the wound there? Okay, so I feel a lot better about that game now. All right, so then we get to Adam Warlock, and I did not have the right boxes for an Adam Warlock deck. I drew horrible cards for that game, and I knew Jamar playing a Luke Cage and all the Iron Fist deck. Yeah, that's really hard. I did do a Get to the Chopper Hail Mary, and yeah, that didn't work out for me. I did make a misplay, though. I forgot that Mac, the Predator's character, gets +2/+2 against characters that have a -1/-1 counter on them. And so I lost him against a Luke Cage attack when I should have actually stunned Luke Cage and not gotten stunned myself. But at the same time, I feel like the way my luck had run that game, I mean, I was pretty frustrated at that point anyway. And so I'm pretty sure that doesn't change anything at all. But that was just kind of how the day was going for me. I did get to play against David instead of first Scott. And he was kind enough to give me a pity win there. Although Mr. Black is pretty cool. I like how much wound
I
acceleration.
made a terrible play mistake. I haven't played much Versally enough, and I made a terrible play mistake.
Yeah, he did. It was nice. I appreciate it because I went into week 6 like I do not want to just lose to Valkyrie because I know she can win like stupid fast out of the blue. Nothing you can do. And yeah, like I said, that game did not go anywhere near my way. Starting from and I kind of hate that this main character combo wins or loses from the dice roll. Like if you don't go first, you get so far behind. Yeah, PJ, I know you wanted to play me. Shut up.
Well, you could have spent tokens for that, so we don't want to hear
Yeah,
none of that complaining. You could
you
always
can.
spend token to play anybody you want to between the middle weeks. Week 1 and week 6, the only
Man,
one you can't spend tokens.
You want to
don't
play
tell
Roland
on
weeks
him
two,
that.
3, 4, 5? Spend tokens.
you can play.
Man, people
You can
be
play.
hunting down a
You can play rolling every week. I think we got ruled like that person could decline multiple games, but if they feeling froggy, they will jump. But let's move along. Marcellus. So the reason his rank is so low because his midwinter, the games we recorded, he was 0-8.
Yeah, but then he like won all the other games. So
Right? Yeah. The ones we didn't record, he won. No, like he even won that event. He won the draft
yeah,
event, and then he did pretty good in ladies' night. But in the big team, he lost every game, and in the main event, he lost every game. And I'm the one we actually recorded. But
that X Files box is so good.
man, it is. Um, so yeah. Real quick, Dumamu, we talked about that. Um, So this game is the one I recorded and watched. I mean, Scott just was like, man, he gonna come with Dumamu. I'm gonna come with Baron Moto. I got him figured out. Sel was like, wrong, wrong. I know what you gonna do. You gonna play Baron Motor, and I'm gonna make it work. I mean, he just. I mean, like it like he was all in Scott mental space. Scott was even in all like we got a little group chat for the Buckeye people, so he was talking like, oh, I got the plan Bear Modo. He not gonna be ready for that. He not gonna see it coming. Marcel like, yeah, I already knew it. Already knew it. Gonna play Bart Marcel.
Smacked down, whacked around.
Scott was distant boggle like, but I got Hexen, but Marcel like I ain't trying to hear no butts. I'm not trying to hear no butts. Just take this L. So but moving right along, then like I said, we talked about the Cape Pride game. Vern let us know, like I said, that everywhere I go I see your face. So yeah, that is her for Jason with Alpha Blood, co-champ. So yeah, Mr. Black probably got him. He tried to bar crease again against Outrider, but like I said, John is just a good player. So I mean, that could go either way. I lost it. So I tried Outrider against Vern, but I lost that deck. But I had my build I was preparing for Odin with. But Outriders can lose that game, but I would say like a 60-40 type matchup. And then he did get to see Outrider next week with Alex Trichek, and he wasn't trying to hear that. So like I said, he got his 4 wins. So his first 4 wins of the Buckeye ranking that we keep track of. So I mean, the thing is, the wins he got, he probably were hurting people's records. I mean, his rankings.
Oh yeah, like tearing them down.
Right, because he was like, yeah. So moving along. Rob, he the play. If he played MC, that's who he playing the whole way. He make changes here and
yeah.
there, but we talked
I
about.
think he played Invisible Woman the whole last season too.
Does he do know there are other main characters? I don't think I've ever seen Rob play anybody but his girl, Invisible Woman.
Man, first cars are expensive. You just build the person you like and just build everything for them. Like this not a magic. This not a magic deck, dude. We all got the same cars.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, I just bought the $500 car. It only go with a visible woman. I gotta play. I gotta get my investment worth. Nah, dude, this is not that game. But yeah, so we talked about Jason with Alpha Blood, Roland. Like I said, if you let Roland prepare for you, he can take you down. And knowing that he probably got that, and then Scott got a win, and I guess Scott had he didn't want to drop too far down. Because we may have like an ejection button once you get into the 700s.
Scott didn't win that game.
Huh? Oh, no,
Scott didn't win that
Oh, he
game.
did not win that game. He won the game. I forgot who, but okay, he did win it. I take that back. Sorry. So Invisible Woman won that. If he would have played the support character Jessica Jones, he probably would have won that.
Yep.
uh, Iron Fist, like I said, he got Iron Fist. Like I said, he got Mr. Ben, but like I said, he lost to Death. So 500. I mean, like I said, I think he started off playing that good hand, and we're like, no, you want Lilith is worth going over into the darkness box. Like, no, Lilith is worth playing over there. He was trying to get Gorgo to work, but like your location's not staying there because you keep using it for a visible woman, so he not getting that big as you would want him to get. And finally, we in the final section of the tax bracket, the Scott class. Roll credits. No, but okay, so Scott didn't get one. I take that back. So he went Jessica Jones. He thought he would change enough to out, and he played himself. He thought he was going to outplay Marcel, but Marcel was already there. I think Marcel may even had it within our chat. The way he built his deck, it was like he was in the chat with us. Also, that
Man,
was going to
watching
do.
that game was
Okay, like I said, it like he was in the chat with us. Like, oh, so
Yep.
that what you're gonna do? I got to count for that. I got to count for that. Oh, you thought I was gonna play the lone gunman and help you level? Wrong. But and then he played. Then he went back to Jessica Jones. Like I said, he set out the week I played for him against Roland, and then he set out a week. And like I said, we already talked about his game because he's at the bottom of the list. So, but I still think Lacey was a good pick, but I think Jessica Jones just wasn't the right way to take it. But I guess
There's this thing called insanity.
right? Yeah, he in the Ralph class. So and then the judge is like said, Earl didn't get no game. I got one game in this week. This season. He was on the winning team of the mega team battle. I did the holiday blitz. I lost to Roland. Like I said, he was playing Ghost. I seen he had the space face up. I had Namor on level 2, but he had a minigun, and I had Blade. I should have hid behind Blade, but instead I moved him up front to knock off that minigun and take out the character. But I got finished off after that.
I was like, oh, you do care.
Yeah, that pretty much what happened. So the final slide. This is like the preseason rankings that we use to make the draft order, and then this is the ranking where they are now. So this is the ranking we will use for the Format Madness tournament. So there won't be any changes to this rank. So if you plan on being in that tournament, you see your name on that list, you can kind of see where you're going to be drafted at. And if you're not on this list, then your rank is 1,000, and you'll be like right here with Kennedy Hawk playing. So yeah, we not going to make it to the 2 hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here.
Yeah. And if your name's in red on the list on the right, you should be signed up for Format Madness. I think there's 3 people that signed up after I put this out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 3 people. Yeah, so it's been Mitch at the top, John Phillips, and Jamar, I think is the 3.
Yeah.
So Earl finally did pick his favorite format that he think was going to win.
Yeah, not my favorite.
We no, not favorite. But we're not gonna say that because we don't want to guide people all the way. We're not trying to hire hitmans to help us win. Now that's how we doing this.
Oh, see, that's I need all the help I can get, guys.
I mean, so just know one of us picked the first format, one of us picked the last format, and one of us picked in the middle. Best way to sum it up.
Yeah. My favorite format's Life's Too Short.
Yeah, no, I really like that one. I like the singularity. So no, PJ, the March 19th will not affect the draft. So no. So that wrap it up. I'm David Robbins. Like I said, You can find me on Facebook, Discord. Like I said, even if you're just on Facebook and you want to be in this tournament, we will find a way to get you to play without being part of Discord. We'll figure it out if you still want to play but don't want to join Discord. We can make that happen. Y'all two could go ahead and sign off and just throw your props out. Earl, you want to go first? Yeah, you're about to say you're going to be short and sweet.
All right, this is Earl. Signing out. Later.
And this is Roland, always urging you to go read the resource row every Thursday.
And also, like I say, check out other fellow, versus podcasts and YouTuber, bloggers, and whatever going on out there. So, thanks for hanging out with us. Till next time, we may do a recap at the end of the season for the tournament, right? That'd be our next video, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do one after the draft?
Sure.
We'll do one after the
Yeah.
draft. We'll do one after.
There we go.
We'll try to get in before the game. We'll predict. We'll go each bracket. We'll go each first round matchup. We'll go all the way to the winner.
All right.
Come up with something.
And we'll reveal our picks for what format we think is going to win.
So we already picked it, but we'll let people know then. But like I said again, thanks for hanging out. About an hour and a half. If you like the introduction, I'm gonna play it at the end so you can hear that for a couple more seconds. You'll still hear us talking for a little bit, but that's how we do it. So play the music. Did I have the sound on for you? Yeah, I did because everybody heard me talking, right? I didn't even check. Okay,
Welcome to
I didn't check
Buckeyes
that,
and
but I was gonna say
Friends.
it's too late now. that boat had
Shuffle up
clearly
and
left
stay
the
a while.
port. So this is Team
Here we go.
Buckeye. Y'all probably hearing a little car thing. Glad you're here. Till next time.